I feel like I need a bow tie. I'm feeling very classy. Just a standard black bow tie classed me up even a little more. So I says to the guy, hello and welcome to the workshop. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you very, very much. Buckets, I'm feeling like I'm just gonna go Dragon Ball Z. I'm very, very excited about this pair of sneakers. Before we dive into the sneakers though, I do wanna mention the Uncivilized Stone Cold t-shirt that I am currently, Buckets, what's the word? Donning.
Okay.
Sporting.
Yeah.
Buckets, who is behind the camera, myself, we have a clothing brand, Uncivilized. This is our latest creation. We actually printed each one of these by hand. It was a whole process. The entire shirt is made in the USA start to finish, really premium quality, and we're super excited with how they turned out. It's actually, personally, Buckets, you speak for yourself, but I think this is the best t-shirt that we have done to date. There are very few left on the website as we speak, so for anyone interested, we will put a link in the description of this video. Just a heads up, once they are sold out, they are not going to release again, so check them out if you are interested. And with that said, Buckets, I'm riled up.
You're fired up, okay.
I'm fired up. Let's dive in. You got anything to say?
I don't.
3, 2, 1, bang, bang. This is the Nike SB Air Jordan 4 Pine Green. These are officially set to release March 21st and retail is $225. It is a beautiful, beautiful sneaker. I had to have them. And let me just say, right out of the box, first impression, I know this is super cliche, I know, but pictures do these no justice. They are so much better. In pictures, they looked good, but in hand, they are even better than expected. The thing I noticed most, or the thing I noticed right away, is the shape of the shoe. You know, I was reading a couple different write-ups and they talked about going back to that original 1989 Jordan 4 shape around the toe box, and you notice it. I'm a fan. I love the way it looks. It's interesting because initially, Buckets, you and I talked about it like, how is this a Nike SB collab? Did they just put Nike SB on the heel and call it a day? The answer is no, they actually did make some changes, because Buckets, the Nike SB Jordan 1 stuff, whether it was the original high top Lance Mountain or the low top Lance Mountain, or even the LA to Chicago, they had those hidden underlayers as you skated. Those would kind of protrude through from the bottom. Not to mention the Jordan 1 though, it's a really good sneaker to skate in. I guess I should say, full disclosure, I can barely function on a skateboard, much less perform any kind of skating maneuver. So I should probably say I have heard from skaters that the Jordan 1 is a great sneaker to skate in. So again, with those Jordan 1 Nike SB collabs, it made sense. With the Jordan 4, I don't know, I haven't seen too many people skating in Jordan 4s, so what they did was they made it a little bit more skate friendly, or that was the objective, I should say. How good are these to skate in? I'm not an expert, like I just said, so I'm not even gonna speak on that, but we can talk about the changes they made. For one, they used a much more flexible plastic on some of the detailing here. You've got the lace cages, I will call them, the wings on the side of the sneaker, even the heel tab on the back. It's a much thinner, softer kind of plastic. And I actually love it because it makes the shoe a little bit more comfortable. You know, my biggest beef, and I've talked about this in previous videos, my biggest beef with the Jordan 4, I love the way the sneaker looks. They are not always the most comfortable. In fact, sometimes they are uncomfortable. That hard plastic kind of digs into the foot in different spots. They also apparently took the air unit out of the front of the sneaker. You still have it in the heel, but allegedly it is not in the forefoot, so you have more board feel, which of course is better for skating. They also went with a gum outsole, at least at the toe and the heel, to give you a little bit of extra grip. So they did try to make them a little bit more skate friendly. And there's also supposed to be more cushioning, which buckets, I guess I see it a little bit, right? There seems to be a little bit more cushioning, not as much cushioning as like a Nike SB Dunk, but some cushioning in there.
For sure, the tongue's not thicker like a Dunk is.
Right.
But the area around your ankle's
just
thicker.
A little bit around the ankle. I guess I noticed that too. So again, listen, we haven't skated in them. We're not gonna skate in them, so we can't really speak too much to actual the functionality of them. For me, it is much more about the aesthetic, and I just love the way these look. I really, really do. The shape, yes, it is really good, but also the colorway. You've got the military color blocking, which I have always liked. Military blue, more recently, the military black, and this pine green colorway, it just speaks to me. You've got this sail color. You've got white as well. Gray suede wrapping around the front of the sneaker, and it feels pretty durable. Apparently they beefed it up a little bit, made it a little bit more rugged. You've got the pine green, of course, and you've got a few red hits as well. Now, the detail that I like the most personally is the Nike SB on the heel. I love when they change the standard branding on a classic silhouette like this. The only pair that comes to mind right now is the Jordan 4 Cause. I know they've done it on other pairs, but I just like when they do it. It adds a little pizzazz, it adds a little bit of spice. A few more details to mention: flight patch on the tongue. You've got the upside down Air Jordan on the backside, white ankle liner, red insole with more branding as you can see, red air unit as well, another nice touch. And then you've got one more Nike hit on the bottom of the sneaker. As I'm sure you can probably tell, I am very excited about these. I can say for certain that these will be on my favorite sneakers of the year list. The best sneakers at the end of the year, these will certainly be on the list. And I just got done ranting and raving about the Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined buckets. I was over the moon about those, and I still am. 10 out of 10. Yeah. Those were really, really good. I think these might be better. These also, I guess I haven't mentioned it and I should, they have a premium feel to them. Do you agree, buckets? Like the leather, they just feel, not that the Reimagined 3 didn't, but these feel very premium, and it's kind of a new spin, it's kind of a new take, so I think I get a little bit more riled up. Whereas the White Cement, of course, those are the most classic of all classics. I'm not knocking their place in the all-time record books. I think these are awesome, and I will leave it at that. I know it's early. I know we're not even to April yet, but for me, it is between those two sneakers, the Reimagined 3 and this one. And right now, I don't know if it's recency bias or what, but I am leaning a little bit towards this one. They just make me feel all warm and tingly inside. So final verdict, you know we got to do it, 10 out of 10. That should be no surprise. I'm not even trying to hype them up. Not that they really need any help in that department. Anyway, I'm not trying to gas them up. It's just a pair of sneakers that I think is perfectly executed. So buckets, I had to give them the 10. I think that is my second 10 I have doled out. Like that word, doled?
Good word.
Yeah. This year. So, I don't know, man. We're off to a good start.
I mean, no, I would say frequently you give more 10s. Than 2.
Okay, throw me under the bus.
I mean, you're a big 10.
And hey, listen, I'm trying to be a little more stringent.
There we go.
I don't know what that means, but we are trying to be a little, by we, I mean me, a little stricter. I don't want to hand the 10s out because people are like, hey, you're handing out too many 10s. So 2 10s this year, the Reimagined 3, and these. I'm going to step back because I'm rambling. I'm overdoing it, I feel like. Scale of 1 to 10.
I also think 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you left a comment on my Instagram. I know you've got your little thieving hands ready to snag these.
Yeah, as you know, I've said I was not a thief many times.
But you are. You're admitting it.
But sometimes.
So now we're on the record. It's on wax.
Yeah, but it's not quite on wax because it hasn't been done yet.
But you're plotting on it.
Yeah, just the thought of the crime is not the crime.
Interesting way to look at it. We are going to do a life test on these for those of you not familiar. We lace them up, we wear a sneaker for a set duration of time, and then we report back to you with how the sneaker has held up, etc., etc. So like I said, we're not going to skate in these, but I am going to put a lot of miles on them. I'm going to have to fend off buckets. He's going to try to take them. We're going to get a lot of wear out of these, and as I've said already 15 times in this video, I'm super excited.
There we go.
All right, man. Anything else to add?
No, what I was going to say, so yes, but what I was going to say is the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined, that's on the Mount Rushmore of sneakers.
Well, not the reimagined part, but the White
Jordan,
Cement 3.
Yeah, exactly. At least on the Jordan Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
So I'm not even going to like broach those as these overall, but this is a new colorway, etc., etc. So it does get the nudge on a top 10 list.
Yeah, it just gets you a little bit, I don't know.
Well, like we don't like to give the number one spot to a sneaker that's just a retro.
Right, that's been out before.
Even though like...
Or a colorway.
Yeah, like the Jordan 11, you know, Red or Space Jam or Concord. That
bread, and he's broaching with the breads. All right, we got to get out of here. I'm cutting you. Hey.
Okay.
Cutting you off. Leave a comment below. Let us know, how do you feel about these? What are your thoughts, feelings, emotions? How do you feel about Nike SB and Jordan collaborating? Not that it's a new thing, but what are your thoughts on that union, on that partnership? What are your thoughts on this colorway? Leave a comment and let us know. Always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow, mañana, same time, same place, right here at the Workshop with a brand new sneaker for your head top. I got nothing else. Buckets. Anything to add? I know I cut you off, but
you get nothing else.
Here's your time for redemption.
No, it's not redemption. I feel completely justified in not saying anything.
Okay. Adios.